Hey folks, how's it going? It's me, your host, Greg Ravengrave, here on the Skull Mug. We're not drinking a beer today though. I am going to do another one of my haul videos. That is a video that I've made to show you the different beers that I got whenever I go anywhere that isn't Montreal. So I have 4 beers here with me from my recent trip to Ontario. I'm filming this on July 19th. Last weekend, my band Rat Piss was in Toronto and Ottawa on July 15th and July 16th. That's Friday and Saturday, respectively. And we played a few shows. It was a fucking awesome time. It was the first time that that band has been in Ontario. So we had a really good time. We were playing with another band called Blister Sister on both dates. In Toronto, we played with another band called Strange Limbs. And then in Ottawa, we played with another Montreal-based band called Soom, and a Ottawa-based band called Ottawa. That's A-U-T-O-W-A-H. And Soom is spelled S-E-U-M, in case you want to look either of those bands up. Soom actually is one of my favorite bands in Montreal right now, if you want to check them out. Highly, highly recommend it. But anyway, of course, every time that I go to Ontario, I make sure to stop into the LCBO because their selection of beers is off the fucking chain compared to Quebec. I mean, here in Quebec, when you go to the SAQ, that's the government-run liquor store here in this province, they usually have a pretty piss-poor selection of booze available. I mean, they have some cool stuff every now and then when it comes to like gin and vodka, whiskey, and that sort of stuff, but beer, it's dog shit, pretty much. The LCBO is the place to go if you are living in Quebec and you want to go get something that's more like interesting. Also because Ontario has a shit ton of craft breweries. So the first one we have here is Wizard Wolf. Of course, all the cans I'm going to show you, I picked them up because the art was very eye-catching, and I mean, I think this is some pretty eye-catching art, if you ask me. I really like the wolf decal with, like, there's a skull, there's an eye, there's some hands and like shooting stars, flaming comets, lightning bolts, blood, all kinds of cool shit. Like it's just a rad piece. And this is made by Bellwoods Brewery. It's a pale ale at 4.8% alcohol volume, and it is brewed in Toronto. And yeah, it just has like the same beer ingredients that most cans do. So that's the first one that I got. Second one that I got here is Armed in Citra, which has kind of like a communist vibe to it, with this tank. It has like a bunch of different barrels on it. It actually kind of looks like a Katyusha rocket launcher, which if you don't know what those are, they're in World War II. The Soviet Union used these trucks that had like things like this on it, you know, like multi-barreled rocket launchers aimed at a 45-degree angle. I assume that they could have been manipulated 2 different angles, and they would just like launch rockets into opposing enemies' fucking battlefield or whatever. A very devastating weapon. This is a dry hopped pale ale. It's 5.2%. It's done by Reinhard Brewing, and that is it actually doesn't say where Reinhard is based. Oh no, it does. It's brewed and canned in the stockyards at Reinhard Brewing, 100 Symes Road, Toronto, Ontario. So there you go. That's that one. Next one I got, this is actually the first one I picked up, is Tread Lightly. Never had this one before. Never had either of these before, but I've had beers from these breweries before, I think. This one's from Muskoka Brewery, which I've definitely had beers from before. It's a light lager. Proudly independent and craft in Muskoka. The back says, venture to a place where light beer makes no flavor sacrifice, which is the reason I picked it up, because, I don't know, that's it's an interesting tagline. It's 4%, and I do believe that this is, oh, it's actually not brewed in Toronto, it's brewed in Bracebridge, Ontario. It says, venture off the beaten path on the back. So I hope that the beer lives up to that when I eventually drink this one on camera. And lastly, for the beers that I got, we have Shube, which very interesting art on this can as well. It's colorful, it's eye-catching, it's a little bit psychedelic even, I would say. It kind of appeals to like the stoner stoner rock, sludge metal kind of vibe, or even like psychedelic rock. It's a sour raspberry IPA. It's 6.9%, so this is the most alcohol volume of the 4 ones that I bought. Considered a strong beer, of course. And it's done by Wellington Brewery, which is from Guelph, Ontario. And on the back it says, jump on board with Shube. This sour raspberry IPA has a vibrant pink color from the tangy additions of real raspberries, which add a hint of berry sweetness and a natural tartness. With juicy hop character, zippy sour notes, and a tidal wave of raspberry, Shube is off the hook. Yeah, so that one's pretty cool. And that's the last beer that I got, but my partner Aaron did pick up a bottle of gin. This is Collective Arts Creativity Artisanal Dry Gin. Had a few sips of this, and it does taste pretty good. I don't usually drink hard liquor on this show, but who knows, maybe I'll branch out into that in the future. This is brewed in Hamilton, Ontario. Although the artist for the bottle is based in Austin, Texas. Her name is, or their name, I'm not sure what the gender is, Daphna Sabane. And on the back it says, crisp and vivid, this artisanal dry gin has been crafted in small batches with juniper berries, nice, and our unique house-made botanical blend. Fresh notes of lemon, lime, and orange peel keep the gin bright, while our spine, imagine putting spine in a booze, like, what the fuck? Just grounding up a fucking human spine, putting it in a gin. Our spice blend adds complexity and depth. Botanical blend includes juniper, coriander, fresh orange, lemon and lime peel, anise, grains of paradise, cinnamon, clove, fennel, pink peppercorn, ginger, and orris root. And yeah, I'll just rotate the bottle so you can see the art. There's a skull on the back. There's this, I guess this is supposed to be a cat, but they covered up the cat's face like it's a tiger or whatever. They covered up the tiger's face with the logo, with the label, I mean. Yeah, this is it's 43.5% limited edition artwork. So pretty cool. And yeah, that about does it for the stuff that we picked up in Toronto and Ottawa. So I will definitely be drinking these 4 beers on camera and reviewing them, talking about their flavor and such. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please leave a like down below and subscribe to the channel if you feel compelled to. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.